If you're thinking about buying and installing a new wall mount garage door opener and you're just not convinced that the LiftMaster 98022 is right for you, then you might want to consider the Genie 6170. Now, even though this opener is older, it still offers a reliable experience. But is it perfect? Let's party. Now, the reason why I think we should take a closer look at the Genie 6170 is because it still offers a great experience. Even though it doesn't have all those bells and whistles like the 98022, specifically a smaller design to the sensors, a sleeker look to the body chassis, and an illuminated wall button that you can get specific readouts, this model that Genie is offering can go head to toe with that LiftMaster motor. And it's important to understand that it's actually positioned in a unique way to give homeowners the opportunity to be able to install with ease. What do I mean? Well, you don't have to run wiring to the wall button because that wall button is wireless. And even though that wall button or wall console does not have a flashy illuminated LCD screen, it still gives you a timer to close, and you do have the ability to turn on and off the light fixture. Additionally, the Genie 6170 has a very unique position in the wall mount garage door opener space because as LiftMaster continues to deal with the excessive force close issue on their wall mount garage door opener, Genie does not have to deal with that specific issue due to the fact that it does not require a cable tension monitor. What they use is something called safety pulse, and basically the 6170 has kind of like this little jitter, this little jig, this little shake that is designed to detect whenever there's slack to the garage door cables. It's an ingenious design, it's an ingenious technology, and quite honestly, I believe that this is the way to go when you're looking at implementing a wall mount garage door opener that does not require a cable tension monitor. Of course, like the LiftMaster product, the Genie 6170 is perfect for saving space, especially if you're trying to get your garage door to have a higher lift or a higher track assembly. I know that sometimes when customers or homeowners are looking at a wall mount garage door opener, it's because they're trying to get as much headroom space as possible so they could possibly park in their garage a high profile vehicle, or maybe they just want to get a little bit more reach from their garage so that way they can hang some shelving or do any other specific activity. It's ideal in those situations, yet there are challenges, especially here in the Southern California area, where some homes have this beam that's built in the middle, and thus it's very hard to install a wall mount garage door opener if that beam is set too far forward or it's too far low, and you still have to go with a low head track assembly. Nevertheless, the Genie 6170 will usually fit perfectly in those scenarios. Now, one of the strengths that the LiftMaster garage door opener has is the MyQ platform. And being that MyQ was the first smart garage door control system on your smartphone, it's pretty much pioneered the way that we use our connected technology with our smart home products, specifically the garage door opener. And although Aladdin Connect has gotten better, I do still feel that some of the features with Aladdin Connect are just not as robust as they are on the LiftMaster MyQ side. Still, the Aladdin Connect will get your door open and close. You'll be able to do that from a distance. You can even do that, for example, when you're on vacation. And as long as you're connected to your Aladdin Connect account, say that 5 times, you should be able to get this garage door opener easily operating. But of course, some families aren't crazy about that Wi-Fi technology. So whatever camp you're in, you can easily look at the Genie 6070 that does not have Wi-Fi technology and yet will still give you that great small wall mount garage door opener experience. Now, of course, I like to hype garage door openers, and I'm just a fan of garage door technology. So as I talk about the Genie 6170, I'm probably highlighting all of the great things about it, and it just makes it sound like this is a perfect wall mount garage door opener. But truth be told, and I must be realistic, that's just not the case. In fact, there's no perfect garage door opener specifically in the wall mount garage door opener space, because much like the Genie product and even the Guardian product, they all have their little quirks that you have to take into account, specifically when it comes to the garage door system. And what I mean by that is that if you have any mechanical issues to the actual garage door torsion spring system, if your torsion spring system is not straight, if your garage is not straight, that is the actual structure of the home, if the garage door is not straight, there's just going to be all sorts of issues with how that wall mount garage door opener is going to perform. And you just have to modify, you have to play with and move around and work with that specific garage door opener to work optimally. So just take that into consideration, specifically if you're looking to tackle this install on your own. There's some tips and tricks that I would definitely look to investigate on, specifically in keeping that torsion spring system safe and straight. Because at the end of the day, if that's not working, yeah, you're gonna have a lot of issues with this wall mount garage door opener. Now, I have seen a handful of the Genie 6170 come in for repair. And what specifically plagues this wall mount garage door opener is the gear assembly inside. Now, initially, Genie was making that gear assembly kind of small, and because it is a plastic gear and most of the components in these wall mount garage door openers are plastic, that gear in itself would suffer a certain amount of stress that would crack it or break it. But the idea is that you want to be careful on how you operate this wall mount garage door opener. I would put it on standard insulated doors, or doors that have a little bit of a higher lift, or doors that really don't go over anywhere from 300 to 400 pounds. It's just not my preference. If you're looking at something a lot heavier, then I would go with a trolley opener. I would look at something that's going to have enough strength to lift that heavy weight of the door. Of course, that's just my professional opinion. Nevertheless, if you are putting this wall mount garage door opener on a heavier door, on a more commercial or industrial type door, I would steer clear away from that, because it's meant more for residential garage door applications. However, it's important to note that these issues seem less prevalent than the current excessive force close issue that is affecting the LiftMaster wall mount garage door opener. So here we have two different openers, apples and oranges, right? Yet they approach, the way they operate, the way they're installed, the way that they pretty much look and are designed, and they're going to give you similar experiences, but I think you're going to get less trouble. I think you're going to get less headaches out of the Genie unit. Again, it's not perfect, but I do feel that you'll get a better experience out of this wall mount garage door opener than currently what LiftMaster is offering. Now, I know a number of dealer installers that just love the 6170 just because it's easy to install, easy to work with, and it seems that their customer base just loves that model. Yet I also know on the other spectrum, there's installers that just hate that opener. They just love LiftMaster. They think LiftMaster is pretty much the perfect opener, and that's perfectly fine. Let's hear from both camps. Let's hear from both spectrums of, this plane that we're talking about with regards to this wall mount garage door opener. Chime down below if you've had an experience with it. More importantly, if your wall mount garage door opener, that is the 6170, is still going strong after all these years. Did you install it on your own? Did you have someone else install it for you? And of course, as we consider these topics, as we consider these themes and these experiences within the community, we're able to help each other out. Now, I most definitely have a review on this wall mount garage door opener, so let's keep this party going. Check out one of these videos right here. As always, I want to thank y'all for partying with me. Y'all stay safe.